Should I stay or should I go? Hi Scorpio, my name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. Let's kick it off with an animal spirit card. Woohoo! I just want to say really quick that this is not my normal filming area or setup. I'm currently traveling. So, again, if you've seen my videos before, and just pardon my nails because I usually have them all nice for y'all, but it just wasn't possible this time around. Not that you probably really care, but okay. Scorpio, you have you have air, fire, and ether. Okay. You are not presenting in your element, but I do. Oh, wait, is this all you? Yeah, I feel like this is all you. Okay, where to begin? Okay, so you have obviously you're Scorpio. We're going there. We're going there. You have overcome so much. Phoenix rising, right? So and it's through this fiery energy, not so much action energy, but I want to say like Lady Gaga energy. You know, she is an Aries, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. There's this spiritual fiery energy that you have been using to completely shift your reality, to completely transform it. While you've been in a lot of pain, I'm I'm channeling the energy. For whatever reason, this camel, usually to me this is just like trekking across the desert with like that much water. But actually to me there was like a lot of pain. I mean, it still kind of represents that, but it's like what I was getting was that like crying so much. Sorry, I'm like, my legs are falling asleep. I'm just like on the bed and my laptop is like propped up on all these pillows, you know, I'm just making it work. But back to you. It's almost like there was so much pain, there was so much crying where like you were crying but there were like no tears left. Very alone, very lonely, forsaken, but you've always kept going despite the pain. You continued to move forward, having the faith that you would find, water or other people, or whatever water would represent to you: money, people, friends, a job, career. Or until it starts raining. I just noticed that with this background, it looks like it's raining. So it's almost like, yeah, there is some kind of big betrayal, I feel. Being treated less than you deserved, that kind of thing. And I think that you were praying maybe for a really long time. And then all of a sudden, the monsoon rain came, and you just were doing a rain dance, and you're flying out of there. You're flying out of the darkness. You're flying out of the forsakenness, the loneliness, whatever, and you're dancing. So now it's just this. So it's combined with lightheartedness, childlikeness, dancing, freedom, and flying into the sun, flying into the light. This looks more like it's flying down And so I really do feel like it's kind of like you flew up, and then it's just kind of like you did this free fall down, 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 down into the depths. Whatever this represents to you, a toxic relationship, your own pain and traumas, anything like that. And you prayed, you did it, you went through it, you experienced the pain, you healed it, and now you're just flying out of that darkness. So yeah, this is really beautiful. But I just want to say, Scorpio, I feel and see your pain. Yeah, I'm just really feeling it in my mouth. I'm feeling like I'm wanting to cry, and my mouth feels so dry, and not being treated well, and feeling abandoned and forsaken. This is for one of you out there. This is really intense. I'm even seeing the moon as water, and something pops the moon and it just gushes down. And it's like this very big pivotal moment where it's like all your prayers have been answered, and you aren't forsaken, and you aren't alone. And yeah, now you're just flying out of there. And you're free, and you're dancing, and it's this whole, it's like a movie, you know? It's like reclamation, it's freedom, it's becoming more childlike. Because, you know, the deserts are so hot, so dry, and it's like you're so dehydrated that you can't even cry. And even that like makes you want to cry more. I'm getting the phrase burned at the stake. That's gonna be for one of you out there. But that's just to validate you that you are seen and heard, everything. But you're free now, Scorpio. It might feel kind of surreal. It might feel like, whoa, did I just do that? Am I really free? Am I really out of there? Am I really? Yes, you are. So I'm actually gonna get the whole story, but it's looking great. It's looking absolutely beautiful. So just bear with me as I get the rest of the story. Okay, Scorpio, I'm actually wondering if a lot of this pain had to do with a lot of manipulation and being chained and enmeshed in maybe even certain kind of family responsibilities and obligations, and you felt so tied and wrapped up in all of this toxic energy, yet you felt so alone. But you found a way to get through that, to break free of that. You know, with both of these cards, there's a lot of darkness. You know, I'm seeing this moth fly out of a really bad rainstorm up above the clouds where it's free and clear. But there's also, again, something with this fire, ether fire element, where you're able to burn through a lot and able to walk away from something, to cut the chains that bind you. This is about wrap-ups, but I'm also getting a lot of enmeshment, manipulation. I'm getting enslaved, really. Feeling like a slave, feeling imprisoned in some way to some kind of responsibility, something to that effect. But you found a way to walk away. Yeah, you've really dug deep. We have Ilby the retriever here. You've really dug deep and come to the core of yourself, even while in the midst of this, and to really connect with your heart and say, no, I really long to be free. I can't, even if they're my family. I can't. If they were my true family, they wouldn't treat me this way. They wouldn't imprison me this way. Uh, if they were my true family, they would want me to be free. They would want me to follow my heart. Um, they wouldn't want me to live small when it's my dream to live big. It's that sort of thing. And so you've come to some kind of truth. You've really gotten to the core of it, your pearl, and it's more of like, well, if they're just using me, if they're just manipulating me to get what they want, then they don't really love me, or they're not really my true family, or it's something like this. And you're like, no, I'm going to follow what's really in my heart, and actually what's best for them is for me to follow my heart. It isn't for me to stay small and to feel imprisoned and like a slave. It's really this energy, feeling like a slave, feeling imprisoned. And now, as I mentioned that, we have the spirit dancer, which is all about breaking free. I mean, she's like totally naked and she's just like, bam! So yeah, she's just totally breaking free, dancing to the beat of her own drum. You're dancing to the beat of your drum, Scorpio. Yeah, there's either there is some kind of tough decision that you need to make to leave, to go somewhere onto bigger and better things. There might have been or is some kind of confliction with your heart and mind. But there is something that's bigger, See how this ball is much bigger than the other one? So there is something that you are leaning towards, but you're just like, what about them? Am I a bad person for leaving them when my heart is telling me to go over here? No, you're not a bad person. Just take that off the table. Just follow your heart. Don't do it in a damaging or hurtful way, but follow your heart. It's not always your responsibility to take care of other people. It's your responsibility to take care of you and to do what makes you happy, to really do what makes you happy and be committed to that. So we have Penelope, the Dreamweaver, and the Oak Men. And so I'm just going to focus on Penelope. So I think that from this, in your very darkest moments, you are dreaming a lot, longing and yearning a lot, until you were able to finally move and I think make it real, to really root it down, to really bring it into physical, and to really be like, no, this is what I'm doing, and to not have any shame or guilt about it. Yeah, a big part of manipulation, of what keeps us stuck in manipulation, in webs of manipulation, is the projected guilt and shame that isn't even right. Like, you don't need to have shame or guilt for following your heart, Scorpio. So to me, the Oakman is basically saying, I'm going to follow my dreams. I'm going to follow my heart with no guilt and shame. It is who I am, and I know that in the long run, it's going to be beneficial for everyone involved. Okay. And then Geo the Slow, if I didn't go over it, is having patience, enjoying the journey, not having it be all about the destination. Enjoying the journey, patience. So For your last remaining advice, we have thinker. So I do think that you've been in deep reflection a lot about this whole dynamic. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Of course, it's much more serious than that. I'm trying to bring light to it, but we do have the master maker number doubled, or the master maker number. So this is you co-creating with the universe, not just a person, not just a group of people, but with the universe, and the universe is on your side. And I think that you've been in deep contemplation for a while, and now it's time to take that action, to make that decision. We have by the book, so this is, my foot is falling asleep, but this is what kind of made me think that maybe you're dealing with a lot of manipulation and having to follow the crowd, or there'll be huge consequences. Lots of enmeshment and being in a web of manipulation and having to break the mold of your family or society or whatever this is about, and following the path that's in line with you, even if it goes against everything that you've ever been taught, against your entire society, against your whole family. It doesn't matter. You want to live in harmony with you and your heart and your soul and everything that the universe is telling you to do. So I think it's time to break away, Scorpio, and to really follow your heart. And once you do that, amazing gifts will come to you. Amazing gifts are on the way. It's time to clean it up in some way. People, environments, what you eat, exercising, cleaning up your finances, cleaning up how you think, letting go of guilt, shame, that sort of thing. There's something that needs to be cleansed here. And as you continue to do that, you will meet more genuine people, and more loyal people, and people that have your back, more partnership, love. And just breathe, meditate, sit in silence, take those deep breaths. It really does help. There might be a lot of anxiety that you might be experiencing as well. Just intuitively, there might be some anxiety or fear or panic, of course, that you would be experiencing with this huge change. And so Spirit is just reminding you to breathe. It really does help. If you do suffer from anxiety or having panic attacks, it's really important to involve all your senses. So have essential oils or even some kind of perfume that you really like. Smell it, ground yourself, have something soft you can touch and feel, and use your imagination to put yourself in that happy place that makes you feel really safe and secure and grounded. Yeah, there's a lot of loneliness and isolation from this web of manipulation and control that I feel that you've experienced. But on the whole other side of this is real, genuine love, genuine support. You aren't alone. It can feel really dark and scary sometimes, but the more that you can surround yourself with healthy people that will love you unconditionally, that want you to be happy, that, that sort of thing, the less scary and dark it'll all seem. And those people are out there that do want to connect with you and support you and co-create with you and love you and all of that. But you do need to take that step to walk away, to make that decision, to follow your heart. So I hope that this was of much value to you, Scorpio. Know that you are never, ever, ever alone, even in your darkest moments. Never, ever. You are so, so, so loved beyond your comprehension. And always be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Big kiss. Mwah. Take care. Bye.